Well, folks, the debate is still raging on about whether or not Donald Trump did, in fact, inside the presidential limo, lunge to grab the steering wheel. And, of course, we have the Secret Service agents that were involved in this kerfuffle, or Noto and Engel, that say, no, that totally never happened. Cassidy Hutchinson says it did happen, and Ornato told me it happened. We have had the Secret Service come out, as I explained yesterday. Other agents who spoke to CNN said, yeah, we've actually been all talking about it for about a year now. Like, we all know it happened. And now 2 more former Trump officials have come out to talk about the fact that this one particular guy, Ornato, the agent, has a history of lying. And so he is therefore likely lying about this event not happening. Those 2 former White House officials are Olivia Troy and Alyssa Farra Griffin. So here's what they both had to say. This is Olivia Troy. She says, there seems to be a pattern here of conversations that happen that are inconvenient conversations for Tony, or Noto. And then he comes back and says that they never happened. That really speaks to Tony's character and credibility and whether he has a history of doing Trump's bidding and then denying it to protect him. Alyssa Farra Griffin had this to say. Tony Ornato lied about me too. During the protests at Lafayette Square in 2020, I told Mark Meadows and Ornato they needed to warn press staged there before clearing the square. Meadows replied, we aren't doing that. Tony later lied and said the exchange never happened. He knows it did. So we have even more members of Trump's White House coming out and saying this guy was just a Trump yes man and he wasn't above lying to make Donald Trump look better. And let's not forget, all of these individuals involved here, including Cassidy Hutchinson, these are Republicans, right? These were people who took jobs with Donald Trump, who clearly supported Donald Trump. They all liked him at one time. Okay, it's not like we're having Bernie Sanders come out and say these things about Trump, you know? These are Trump's people that have come out and said this. This is not liberals. This is not Democrats. These are Trump's people saying it. And that kind of makes it carry a little bit more weight, right? But even still, there's a bigger part of the story that I'm starting to get kind of annoyed that nobody else is covering with regards to Trump lunging for that steering wheel. And it is this. It doesn't friggin' matter. Think about that for a moment. Trump lunging for that steering wheel, whether it did happen, whether it didn't happen, it doesn't matter. Like that's not relevant to any part of any story anywhere at any time. That's not a criminal action unless they want to charge him, with assaulting a Secret Service agent. Then I guess it would be relevant, but they're not going to do that. So who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? And I wish for once we would hear somebody in the media come out and say, okay, maybe Hutchinson lied about it, maybe she didn't. Fact of the matter is, that doesn't change any of the other facts of that matter that she had talked about. Because she admitted, this is what I had been told, right? So she wasn't up there lying, saying, oh, I know for a fact this happened. She's like, listen, I was told by the guy this happened. Who cares? Not relevant to the story. It is a big friggin' distraction. And honestly, I feel like that is one of the biggest reasons why the Secret Service, or at least Ornato and Engel, and of course the driver of the limo, are trying to push back on the story so much to keep it alive, to make that the central focus. It's not the central focus. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't even be talking about it anymore. I don't know why I'm sitting here keeping the story alive for them, other than to tell you folks, it's a complete distraction. And that part of the story, whether he lunged for the steering wheel or not, doesn't matter with any regard to anything that the January 6th Select Committee is investigating. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.